Hey guys, Dusty Smith here, the skeptical cock, and today we're going to talk about my problem with Paul Joseph Watson. So recently Paul Joseph Watson found himself in my Twitter newsfeed again, due to a video of him that's making the rounds, where he was on his boss's show, Alex Jones. And of course Alex Jones starts spewing some ridiculous conspiracy theory bullshit about the Las Vegas shooter. And because Paul Joseph Watson doesn't just automatically accept it, it seems to anger Alex Jones and his employee. Let's watch.
Let me stop you. We've got breaking news here, Paul Watson, that's absolutely critical, absolutely key. I have gotten this. No cameras, please, guys. No cameras. This is from a law enforcement source. And the information is, the news is lying. FBI HRT did the hit on the guy. And they found Antifa information in the room and photos of the woman in the Middle East. So he did not kill himself. The FBI hostage rescue team killed him because he was firing on them. So he did not want to be taken alive. And reportedly he did it. And it was Antifa crap everywhere. And other things I'm not supposed to mention. That is directly from the hostage rescue team, by the way, Paul. And I'm going to delete this information now. Keep going.
Well, obviously, that's huge. That's huge if it turns out to be true.
Yeah, hey, Paul, this is from high-level CIA, right here. Let's do it directly from, and this is from the hostage rescue team. You know I don't make sources up. Go ahead.
No, all I'm saying is that I'm going on the information I have, and I don't know.
No, absolutely. I'm just saying this is big breaking news. This is huge. In fact, you go ahead and take over the next 4 minutes. You host. I'm going to run in here and get with the writers. Go.
The funny part is, it's not like he even argues with Alex Jones at all about this. He basically just says, if that turns out to be true, this will be huge, and then just immediately starts going along with Alex Jones and doesn't call out his bullshit in any way. And I've noticed over the last few months, a lot of people in the skeptic community seem to be sharing Paul Joseph Watson's tweets and videos. Even TJ posted this clip and said, "It's why I respect PJW though, even though we don't agree on much." Yeah, man. Nothing makes me respect you more than going on a conspiratorial show and not calling out or challenging the obvious bullshit being spread right in front of you. Mad props, Paul Joseph Watson. I've seen him share Paul Joseph Watson's tweets several times before, and it seems like TJ's sort of being like, I disagree with Paul on a lot, but he's still cool. And TJ absolutely has the right to that opinion. He absolutely has the right to respect anybody he wants to. That's not what this video is about. This video is about why I personally don't respect Paul Joseph Watson. And I'm not just ready to let him off the hook for all the shit he's done over the years. I'm not ready to be cool with Paul Joseph Watson yet. We have a long way to go before that can happen. So let me explain why. For those of you who don't know, Paul Joseph Watson has worked for Alex Jones for 15 years now, since 2002. And in that time, he has been one of the main purveyors of spreading bullshit on the internet. For over a decade now, this guy has spread so much fucking bullshit. He has taken part in conning so many people over the years, and has done absolutely nothing to set the record straight over the years. He has made no effort to correct the fake information he has spread, nor in any way has even acknowledged he's responsible for doing this. It reminds me of the Sean Spicer situation. How a lot of people were mad when he came out on that award show and everybody was just embracing him like he had done nothing wrong, when in actuality, this guy had stood in front of the citizens of the United States and bold-faced lied to them over and over and over again in order to spread a harmful agenda. A lot of people were like, no, we're not ready to be cool with Sean Spicer yet. This dude's a dick who's done a lot of bad things. We're not ready to normalize this bad behavior. And that's exactly how I feel about Paul Joseph Watson. And that's why I thought we'd take a look at just a small, tiny percentage of some of the bullshit Paul Joseph Watson has spread over the years. For example, how about that time in 2005 where he wrote an article saying the British government was behind the 7/7 London bombings, claiming they hired 4 Arabs and told them they were taking part in important exercises to help defend London from terrorist attacks. Then, according to Paul Joseph Watson, the government strapped their rucksacks with deadly explosives and blew them up, and then killed 52 of their own citizens. Or how about the time in 2011 where Watson said that the Norwegian shooter who killed 77 people was a patsy? Once again, with no evidence whatsoever, trying to blame the government for what a lone crazy person did. Or how about the time in 2009, he claimed the Fort Hood mass shooter, Nadal Malik Hassan, was also a patsy. Another horrible tragedy in which Watson falsely tells people is a false flag operation. Or the time in 2010, he told people that Oklahoma City bomber Timothy McVeigh carried out his attack under the direction of the FBI. Yet another governmental conspiracy theory. Or the time in 2007, he claimed the Virginia Tech mass shooting was also another government black op. Or the time in 2012, he claimed that the Social Security Administration was purchasing bullets as part of preparations for civil unrest, a claim that was immediately debunked by the Associated Press. Or the time he claimed that Obama's birth certificate was fraudulent and that Obama was a national security threat. Or that time in 2009 where Watson claimed that an Obama advisor advocated forced abortions and mass sterilization programs through the water supply, a claim that PolitiFact found to be pants on fire false. Or the time in 2017, he claimed that depression is a fake condition. Thank you for this one, Dr. Watson. But no, medical professionals set your ass straight real fast. Depression is real. Or the time that Watson spread the fake story that Trump allowed a homeless black woman to live in Trump Tower rent-free for 8 years. Something that anybody could tell was probably bullshit from Jump Street. One of Trump's hotel's spokespersons publicly said this story is definitely not true. Or how about when he spread the Seth Rich conspiracy theory? How about in 2011 where he claimed that Osama bin Laden's corpse has been on ice for nearly a decade? How about in 2014 where he claimed that Obama signed an executive order that mandates the apprehension and detention of Americans who merely show signs of respiratory illness? Another claim PolitiFact rated pants on fire false. Or the time in 2014, he claimed that Common Core curriculum taught to 6th graders showed them how to use strap-on dildos. Or the time he claimed that Trump almost certainly won the popular vote due to votes cast by millions of illegal aliens, a claim not backed up by any evidence whatsoever. Or how about the 15 years of non-stop 9/11 conspiracy theories? He was one of the main ones to help spread this shit from the very beginning. Here we have a man who has been employed as a disinformation agent for 15 years. This is the kind of guy the skeptic community would use to spend all their time debunking, definitely not giving him a pass for all the bullshit he has spread, and talking about how much they respect him. And this on top of the fact that for the last 15 years he has worked for Alex Jones, who, as we saw in the very informative clip from Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, makes millions and millions of dollars every year conning people into buying worthless supplements and male vitality enhancers using specious medical claims from a guy who is actually a chiropractor. Basically, Paul Joseph Watson and Alex Jones' job is to scare people with bullshit conspiracy theories and conning them into buying overpriced bullshit. Like, honestly, I just don't see what the fuck is to respect about this dude. And I'm definitely not ready to give this guy a pass for all the harmful bullshit he has caused and spread over the last 15 years. Before I could even start to be willing to overlook all the bullshit this guy's done and respect him, first, he would actually have to admit that he has spread bullshit over the last 15 years, and then he would have to work to at least set some of the records straight on all the lies he told over the years. And then he would have to distance himself from Alex Jones and his shady-ass con man bullshit. And then he would have to change his behavior in the future and no longer spread conspiratorial bullshit. And once he did all that, then yes, I could think of maybe starting to respect this guy and seeing him in another light. But until he even begins doing that, I honestly just can't see giving this guy any respect in any way. He doesn't deserve it. In my book, just because he's mean to social justice warriors these days should not give him a pass for all this evil bullshit he has had a part in. But if people want to overlook all the misinformation he has spread and all the harm he has caused over the years and share his tweets and help popularize his brand, that's totally their business. Personally, I think all you're doing is helping him be more popular, so then the next time he spreads bullshit, it gets spread to more people. You're actually helping disinfo get spread. That's your business, dude. As for me, fuck this guy. I ain't sharing shit he says. I'll continue to call him out for all the bullshit he spews and challenge him every step of the way with logic. Fuck yes. Hey guys, Dusty the White here, and as many of you may have heard, YouTube's Adpocalypse has basically demonetized all my videos. I'm no longer really able to make any money off YouTube, so if you guys like what I do, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Patreon is the only reason this channel still exists. So if you enjoy what I do, please consider pitching in and help save this channel. Thanks a lot, guys.